really much point in playing that out. It's fucked. Like, that's way too much time loss on something I didn't deserve to lose any time on at all. So there's that time so some there isn't plus no, I don't got plus 40 in a single split. Fuck that. Try again. Quit. Bad game. Try again. Stay hydrated. I think I've only got like lukewarm tea. Lukewarm tea should be an emote. I don't have enough like emote slots to put every like weird idea. In fact, I don't currently have any extra emote slots at all. It's just I want to get like new emotes to replace the ones that are quite obviously placeholder. But again, while I would not say I have been the most proactive about trying to get that done, I have contacted like several people over the past like couple of years to be like, could you do this for me? And they've all been like, no. It's like, well, shit. Because I don't really like liaising with artists I don't know. All the ones I do know, for one reason or another, do not want to do it. So that has been, I don't know, something I have repeatedly backburnered. This is something I wish I was more, like, confident about, because I am not, like, even vaguely capable as an artist myself. I can't draw. So, like, I kind of probably need to get used to asking people who can to do shit for me. But, no, not used to it. Speak to the Final Fantasy 16 demo thing in the game as quick time events? Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Well, it's pretty likely that I think I'll give Final Fantasy 16 a try, because, you know, I have a PS5, and what else am I going to do with the fucking thing? PS5 has no games! What I've seen so far of the preview footage of 16 hasn't really, like... nothing about it has made me go, oh, damn, that looks great. Shrug. Shrug so far. But they sort of, like, keep picking really shit clips to post to Twitter, like the squeezing through the gap. Why would you do that? There's one where they juggle an enemy that stands absolutely ramrod stiff and lets them do combos, and it's like, do they all do that? Do they all just stand there and let you do that? Yeah, right now my PS5 is a machine that plays exclusively Theater Rhythm Final Bar Line and, like, nothing else. Oh, someone asked and I was blanking because I was too busy getting mad on having my run killed by bullshit, but the reason I have the Japanese dub on with the Japanese text is not because it sounds better, but because if I'm gonna run a game like 16,000 times in a row, it might as well be in Japanese. I'm trying to learn the language, you see. When you're trying to learn a language, the key is to just constantly expose yourself to it in every way possible. Yeah, but those of you who might not have been around when I was speedrunning Silent Hill Shattered Memories, during the long cutscene breaks, I would literally do my flashcards during the cutscenes. If I wasn't running cutscene skip, I would probably be doing them during this one too. So simply don't run cutscene skip. Yeah, great idea. Yeah, if you want to learn a language, folks, the key is just constant exposure, as much as possible. That's why a lot of people end up picking up English, because fucking everything on the internet is in English. But if you yourself are an English monolingual, you may not feel the need to do such a thing. But at this point I have committed quite a lot of time to learning how to read this stuff. So I just kind of keep doing it. If anything, at this point it's like a momentum thing, you know? It's like, well, I've been doing it for this long. As a non-native Yuri, you aced your English classes just by existing. I wish I could just gain a language. But then again, like, do I? God knows there are many perks of being an English native. But on the other hand, foreign language education in England is, like, dreadful. It's really bad. I definitely feel the pang of jealousy at my like mainland European friends, many of whom can speak like anywhere from like 2 to 4 languages, depending on where they're based. I'm just like, fucking goddamn. So I decided to one-up all of those bastards by attempting to learn the language that people say is like one of the hardest. Coming from the English perspective, anyway. Which, I'll be honest with you, I have no idea how true that is at this point. Like, I don't know. Like, people say Japanese is one of the hardest languages for an English speaker to learn because of like how different it is. Which, I mean, yeah, I guess, you know, it is quite different, but then I don't know. Like, yeah, I guess it is more different from English than say French is. But I wouldn't know how that translates to like difficulty of learning as such, you know? I simply wouldn't know. I just want to be all the bilingual, bisexual. Bilingual, bisexual, and bipedal. I mean, I've got one of those on lock already, but I won't spoil it by telling you which one. phone!
ここに来るんじゃなかったね。
誰だ一体何が起きてるんだ
私はゾイ。屋根裏から逃げられるよ。
屋根裏
今すぐ行って。早く。
屋根裏? That's a word I don't know. Bit luminous, bionic, bipolar, bifurcated, bipartisan. Bioluminescence. None of those. Fuse. Does that really have fuses written? That would not have been my guess. Be Bionicle. I don't really know anything about Bionicle. I regret to inform you I'm not a child of that, like, era. That type. Fuck Yuckies. Nope. He gave me the funny grab. No. No! What the fuck? Why didn't the... Ah, this game sucks! Why didn't I get wall skip, dude? I'm mad. I'm mad. That feels like it should have gotten it. That should have been the one. But it didn't. When I tried to double back, it didn't fucking go. This game sucks. It's stupid as shit that that's even how it works, that he could just teleport there if he's not currently in your vision. But that feels like it should have gotten it. I guess I wasn't far forward enough. Because apparently it's got a range that I don't know, some stupid bullshit like that, because RE7 isn't a game with rules that make any fucking sense. Some arbitrary, like, trigger on the ground, and I probably didn't walk over it properly before doubling back on myself. Have to learn the fucking idiot song and dance. Everyone, how's the runs going? I haven't gotten a run past the first 20 minutes because of sequences of extremely obnoxious bullshit keep happening. Hey, 7 to the A. Thanks for the good luck.
なとこ早く出よう。
いいか、まずこんな夜中に一人で何をしてるのか説明しろ。
俺があんたもだろ。
俺は仕事だ。いいか、本当のことを話すんだ。質問に答えろ。
言っても信じるわけないさ。
答えろ。おい、シャッターを閉めるな。やめろ。閉めるんじゃないか。
Dead.
仕方ない。ぶっ殺してやるぞ、この腐ったれ野郎。
Yeah, that time he came over like right fast. And that time he actually died properly. All things are going at a much better pace than before. Fucking stop! Shoot dude in the leg. Blah! I feel like Ethan's like, I feel like the Japanese reaction to that is very understated by contrast to the English. I just feel like Machikayo is like a very comparatively funny reaction compared to English Ethan's FUCK! Ah! Why is he not following? Oh, he is. Just at his own leisurely Jack-like pace, you know? Fucking magnet-grabbing piece of shit. What the fuck? Not only over elaborate theatrical animation for an attack that wasn't even fucking close to making contact. Fuck off. Okay, well he threw me the other way at least. That's like fine. Did I get out? Good. I didn't really feel like I was standing in the right place there. That will have to do. Fuck, it's still a mess, though. I hate it when I don't get wall skip. It's such a fucking disaster if you don't. Yeah, I'm gonna lose time because of that overly theatrical, pointless hit animation that exists for some reason, even though that attack wasn't even fucking close to making contact. I'm not convinced in the slightest that actually hit me. I think it did like a fucking like zone of cutscene start. Like I was fucking gone. Well before it like pulled me back in. Hate it. Hate it a lot. I like this game, but just patient zero for a lot of things about modern RE I find really, really obnoxious. Honestly, it's patient zero for a lot of things I find really obnoxious in a lot of modern games. God knows it's why I don't like the new God of War. Everything must have a very elaborate animation. You're never allowed to just get hit and move on with your life. He kind of got pushed in a funny direction there. What the fuck? Stop that. Hit the fucking scissors. Heal. I should have been using that time to like rearrange my inventory, and I absolutely wasn't paying attention to that. I'm right, I don't need 3 ugly runs, I need more. I mean, I don't need 3 hotfix runs of the same game uploaded to the same YouTube channel, you know? Like, if I'm gonna, like, go through the hotfix, like, archives to find my old stuff, I feel a bit weird about uploading 3 of the exact same game. Like, the same category, too, no less. I'm honestly... Like, in the context of the hotfix, it makes sense. Because these runs were, like, spaced months apart. But in the context of one YouTube channel, it's like, well, you got 3 runs of the exact same game. It's funny how some people feel the yellow tape is too distracting. See, this is a problem born of realism. Like, I kinda get it. Like, the yellow tape is very, very gamey, but on the other hand, if you didn't have the yellow tape on the boxes, I absolutely would miss stuff. Like, we saw this when I played the RE4 demo for the first time. The first thing I tried to do was kick a barrel that didn't have yellow tape on it, because I was like, barrels in games break. This one probably has items in it. But those ones don't. And then I ran into one that had yellow tape on it, I was like, oh, it's like that. If they all looked the same, I would get instantly very confused about which ones you could actually break and which ones you couldn't. Like, I 100% get why the yellow tape thing exists. But it is very gamey, you know? But, like, it's a problem born of realism, because in older games they didn't have this issue, because if there was a box that could be broken, it would be very clearly delineated from the environment. By way of lighting, generally. Like, breakable boxes and barrels in Resident Evil and shit, Resident Evil 4 in particular, stand out because they're flatly lit. There was a game, I forget what game it was, where I think it was, I want to say it was Mind Jack, where the developers revealed that they had, like, explosive barrels, but all the way through testing, they could not, like, no one would shoot them because they were green. Bulletstorm. Oh, Bulletstorm. I thought it was Mindjack. I don't know. I'm getting my wires crossed from what just random shooters from like the 360 PS3 era. But yeah, they were like they weren't red, so the playtesters just wouldn't shoot them ever. It fights players' instinct, you know? Hence, I get the yellow tape on like climbable surfaces thing is like kind of like when you start noticing it, it's like, you know, a bit distracting because like, oh, that's very gamey. But on the other hand, I don't know if you've ever played like an older video game that just expects you to climb certain surfaces, or like I'm thinking about Final Fantasy X actually, with that one puzzle that expects you to push a pedestal into a hole and then jump across, and there's no indication of where you can jump. Like that game doesn't have a jump button. Like how the fuck are you supposed to know where you can jump? Guess, I suppose. Okay, the more recent example when I was doing Rugrats Search for Reptar, and there's a point where you're supposed to just fly straight up out of the vents, and it's like there's no way for you to know that because the camera is actively hiding that direction. You can't see straight up. I'm supposed to see that? I don't know. I only know how to do that because I've had that game firmly lodged in my brain for so long that, like, I just know that you're supposed to do that. Like, there's a box where you're supposed to go up, but, like, a weird floating box doesn't mean anything to most. Like, that wouldn't... There's no indication that, like, that means go up. It's meaningless. It's just there. Basically, we played some games with some Shan navigation in ye olden times. Shan navigation, mate. Proper Shan. It's just the only game I speedrun. What's the only game I speedrun? Sorry, I don't... Huh? Use the thingamabob. I mean, he kind of like looked at it briefly. I'm not sure if he used it as such. Didn't quite get it. I only run Birth by Sleep, let's be real. Yeah, it's only that game. Look, check it out, I got it right. Pog. Pog Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 2.5 remix. Pog. Is this the only game I speedrun? No, not at all. I didn't realize you were actually, like, genuinely asking that as a question. No, I run, like, fucking 90 of them or something. I run so many games, I lost count. And yes, that is a brag. I will take that. Textbook. I think the command is exclamation mark YT rather than YouTube, but like, yeah, I've ran a. Why did I save so much time? What the fuck? Makes me feel like I've forgotten to do something. You could also just post my speedrun.com profile and that will give you the entire list. What difficulty? Just curious? Casual. This is any percent, so fastest difficulty. The only two difficulties people really run for this game are easy and Madhouse, and this is definitely not Madhouse. Ball.
こっちに来ないで。
マジかよ。多分これだな。
Known trombone champ and PS1 Uno runner. Absolutely. I like how Ethan suddenly starts running faster when you get outside. If you could move at this speed the whole time, this run would be, like, shorter. Because you'd move faster. Very astute observation, Punchy. This is why people subscribe to you. Can you get an update on trombone? Yeah, they've been pushing out updates, like, pretty regularly. They added, like, 2 new, like, boss songs to the game for the hardcore players. I haven't touched either of them yet. I didn't get around to it. Ethan should move at Doom Guy speeds. You know what? I should do a run where I crack open like a trainer and just set Ethan's movement speed to be like fucking 500%. That's a good idea. I'm gonna write it down the next time I get an opportunity because that sounds like fun. You know what? That sounds like a good gimmick. Ah! Sorry, I was too scared. I had to pause the game real quick. I feel like Ethan moving at incredibly high speed is gonna like break the game somehow. It's like the runs I did of Dumb Crisis. Owned. Where I played all of Dino Crisis with the speed set to like ×3, except for the one part of the game where if you set it to ×3 it crashes the fucking game. Can't do that. Too fast. Too quick. Too fast, too quick. No, I didn't. I meant to open my inventory, but I hit reload by accident, so never mind. I don't get to rearrange my inventory. Ethan, every time I shoot randomly, you take a shot. It's not random. There's purpose to every shot that is taken. There is purpose to all of it. I do not shoot randomly. Fuck. I wanted to do a gimmick stream where like I play a modern game, but every time it makes me squeeze through a narrow passageway, I take a shot. But I think that would violate Twitch's laws about unsafe drinking. Imagine if I had a drinking game like that going for Callisto, I would have died halfway through the game. Like, I'm a lightweight. Not only am I a lightweight, I'm also not really a drinker at all. I don't have any alcohol in the house. I'd have to buy some. For, like, the bit. That's not right. Oh, why does it lock you out of trying again if you hit the wrong item? Fuck's sake. Resident Evil things. So I had this idea and was like serious enough about the idea of doing like a joke like drinking game stream to the point where I looked up is like, is that even allowed on Twitch? And the answer is yes. Ooh, exciting. I honestly have no idea how to get through that without getting my ass blasted, so I'm just gonna, like, not. As long as you don't do it harmfully, it's fine. That's the thing. Is that I feel like a drinking game is an inherently harmful idea, but I apparently have much higher standards for that kind of thing. I like how he's, like, still talking over there. Yeah, like, I'm not much of a drinker. At all. Silly. there. Debu got down. Siai Studio. In Japanese, the word debu means fat, but it's also the word theater rhythm players use to describe their lane cover. I learn all Japanese through rhythm games. For some, like 2DX players call it lift, and or sudden, depending on the kind of lane cover. But in theater rhythm, it's the big chocobo, so it's the lane cover is expressed in terms of debu. It's debu 1 to 3. And I guess there's technically debu 4, but like that's like a joke level. No one actually does that. You know how like it takes like 3 tries for Ethan to get the stove going, and it's like a thing about how this room is all fucked up. Cause like, oh man, the ignition in that room is so bad. It takes like 3 tries. The ignition on my fucking stove doesn't work at all. Never has. I need a pilot light to get it to go. Happy fucking birthday. Debu is derogatory. I'm aware. But just it is also the word that theater rhythm players use to express what their lane cover is. That's why I think it's funny. I like seeing like theater rhythm gameplay videos with the like in the description trigger speed 1.8, fat ass 3. Because that's how my brain passes it. Ooh, look at me. Everything in my inventory is actually in the order I wanted it to be in. Yeah, the chonk value. Except it's not even, like, fat chocobos that block the lane cover in, like, it's called that because that's what it is in the arcade. It's just, like fat chocobos just block the lane. But, like, in the console version, it's, like, a more flat rectangle with a picture of a chocobo on it. But it's still called Debu. It's still what people call it. Like, the terminology, like, stuck. Even though I don't think the game calls it that anymore. It's just called lane cover. I'm annoying the chat once again with me just, like, randomly interjecting with, like, rhythm game shower thoughts that cross my brain. That had the potential to instantly kill me, and it's annoying that that didn't kill the guy. With the bullet that I shot at his face. I enjoy that that works. Morning.
ゾイ俺は
後にして今は時間がない。材料は両方持ってきたの？
ここにある。これで作れるか？
急いで作らないとまずいね。きっと父さんとルーカスは近くにいる。
父さんが来る。もうすぐ来るわ。
オッケー、2人分あるね。
I don't actually know if cutting mirror free here is the fastest, but it causes the cutscene speed up to kick in, which I think is ideal,
沼は
but maybe not.
ちょっと一つは私のだよ。
Because I know the person with the record when I was like, you can do that, by the way, he was like, it's not supposed to do that. It's like that's a bug with the mod. I'm actually very surprised I hit that. I mean, I'm glad, because it means I actually get to keep playing the fucking game, but... that looked really off. Like, I kind of moved in the wrong direction. I was like, shit, I'm gonna miss my window for that. Oh, I'm stuck. No, I'm stuck on. What? The head. Well, that sucked. Stop swinging. Do the thing. Do what I asked you to do. Oh, that's all of them. That was a bit slow because I got delayed on hitting one of them because Jack got stuck in the fucking corner. No peace. No peace from this evil. I wanted health. He got stuck in the corner. I couldn't, like, go around him. Ding! Me explaining why I love my wife more.
ママこっちだよ。ここイーサン。
Hey, Ethan. Oh, bye, Ethan. Climb me up! Can't believe you love your wife more than this stranger we met a few hours ago. I mean, okay, people have, like, debated this before about, like, you know, how it makes more sense for Ethan to prefer his wife, and it totally does, like, in character. But from the player's perspective, you have known both of these characters for a roughly equal amount of time. So, like, I think it's kind of a lame, like, because it's not really, like, a moral choice. It's just sort of a choice where one thing is deemed correct and the other one is wrong, and it's kind of, just, okay. If you say so. Capcom, if that is your real name. Hey, Ardog. Now, Zoe never tried to kill me, but she could. That's the thing. Ethan misses his wife. But his aim is getting better! Terrible joke. 10 out of 10. Thank you. I've reignited Zoe versus Mia discourse in the Resident Evil 7 community is in shambles. I've restarted old discourse once more. So, and then she runs away. Look at what I have wrought. This is on you guys, not me. I claim no responsibility. I didn't, like, fiddle with my inventory well. Yeah, because it's in the wrong... Because you got to put it in the right place. It's, like, very minor, but that's, like, you got time to adjust the menu cursor position. Kid sounds 100% less annoying in Japanese. Are you sure it's just because you can't understand what they're saying? I don't know. I don't think there's a massive difference. You just hate kids? I mean, like, same, but... I don't know why I felt the need to, like, enunciate that with way too much emphasis. But I did. Fight me about it. It's because my reading speed is very slow. Ow! I don't need the fucking goddamn fucking circle saw. I missed! And he fell backwards. Why did he fall backwards? But that was it was in the back. Because it give him a direction. He was supposed to be going in the direction. He was supposed to be going he shoot in the back of the head. He goes forward. But no, he shoot in the back. Oh, he goes back. If he goes forwards out of the elevator, I get to press the button to use the elevator faster. If you were wondering why I care. Because it won't move if there's an enemy in the elevator. You okay? No! That might be too close. I might be about to make me notorious. Oh, I just blew it up by accident. Fuck, I'm dumb. I tried to reload the gun. Never mind. Now we don't get to know if it's too close because I fucked up. Because the same button that reloads the gun also blows up the bomb. There were no other buttons that could be used for this purpose. I felt like that was too close anyway, and I probably would have killed myself trying to do it. Well, on the plus side, Japanese audio is fastest if you're being forced to sit through this particular cutscene. Yeah, the point is that you'd use the bomb to blow yourself, like, through this door and get this door open, but I accidentally blew it up by trying to reload a gun, because those commands have input overlap. Whoops. Gun. Gun. Gun.
ただいま館内の緊急保安システムが作動しました。
Gun. Mia's always staring at her Fitbit. You get such a good workout being in this kind of situation. I have a Speedrun RE7 in VR. I don't own any of the components that would let me do that. I don't own a PSVR. I don't own the game on PS4. Etc, etc.
これからはずっと一緒だよ。
Props on getting a pop and music controller stand. What the fuck? Open, please. Yeah, 400 £400 headset with a 400 console. I mean, I have a PS4 and a PS5. I don't know if it works on the PS5 or not. I have no idea. Honestly, that's another thing that I could, like, now that I've got, like, the room that I'm designating as, like, the game... The room for games that require distinctly more space than average. VR. Like, at least the PSVR. Full-scale, like, room VR is not fucking happening in any room of this house. There's not enough space. That's something I could do, although it would also be very expensive and would probably not get used very often. Because, I'll be honest with you, I'm not, like, massively into VR as, like, a thing. Can kids even work as VA? Sure. Is that child labor? Oh, definitely. Thinking emoji. Pass! Pass! Go out the door! I didn't close up my face! Woo! 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 When you just miss while lurking. You know that there's that one door where you open it and you pick up the corrosive, and then you leave, but the door keeps closing in my face because you have to do it really, really fast to get out of the door before it shuts in your face. Well, I got it without it shutting in my face, so I'm like happy about it. I was like, whoa! It saved like 2 seconds. It wasn't really a big deal. But it is a small deal. Ah! He said the thing. It's my catchphrase. Please don't bite me in the butt. You know, I don't know why my split is labeled like fuck this section anymore. Dude, never mind. Fuck this section. Can't put fuse in. Will this be sub 110? No. We are capable of math, yes? That shouldn't have fucking hit me. I was way too far out. I have to block. Woohoo! I think this split is so named for, like, the annoying quantity of cutscenes that would otherwise be present. Haha! What the fuck? Camera! Yeah, the mod just zooms through them, so like that section isn't so bad with cutscene skip. That's the main reason I think people dislike the boat, especially on repeat playthroughs, that there's a lot of cutscenes of just watching a dude cough at you. But with the cutscene skip mod, it's actually a pretty small part of the game. It really does highlight how much of the boat, like, is just wasting your fucking time, though. Get a mod like this for RE8, I'd probably try that game again, as a run. Maybe. I don't know. The dollhouse bit's still really boring in a run. And that's like, you can't really like compress that. You know that water stank? Ow. Like, you are specifically familiar with that kind of water stank. Okay, the Rose DLC with the mannequin mummies. It's a good bit. It's just, but like, on a speedrun, that like, a moment like that is good exactly once, and it's not that fun to do on repeat playthroughs. Because the methodology is always the same, and because it's like a pseudo-stealth section, it feels like, can't remember which door I'm supposed to come out of, this one. It feels very close to an auto-scroller. It's not, but like, it feels very close to one. I'd know that stank anywhere. Mr. Lamprey in chat claiming to be a stank expert. Everyone point and laugh. This man got the stank! Hell nah! He got that stanky lick. Push minecart. You live in Florida and you're a jawless eel. What? There are aquatic life forms watching this Twitch stream? Say it ain't so. Where is my fucking knife? I'm gonna have to lose time here real fast to sorting out the fucking inventory. Like, why is the knife occupying one of the primary attack slots? What do I have against aquatic life forms? What don't I? They're aquatic, and I'm not. There's a simple divide there. I don't actually know what a lamprey is, by the way. Trying to hold forward and failing. Google it. I will not. No. It looks like the devil's toothbrush. It has a lot of teeth in a circle, and they attach to other animals and suck out their blood. This sounds gross. This is the first RE game to have Japanese voice acting? No, I think it's either 6 or Revelations 2. I can't remember which. Like, they both have it, I just don't remember which one was first. I know, like, Revelations 2 came out after 6, but I think this, like, the 6 Japanese voice track was added in an update, so I'm not sure what the order is. Got it. Hey, Mr. Invis. So I'm practicing my, like, pain grunts for my next video game audition. Gah! Didn't like that one. That wasn't good. This is why I don't get callbacks. Can't do it. How much of video game voice acting is just making various, like, pain shouts and grunts? GG, you're too early. We're not done yet. There's still a bit more. Look, that took 4 shots instead of 3. I blame the early GG for that. You fucked up. You fucked up. I'm gonna lose time because of you. That's cringe. Cringe, bro. You posted cringe in the chat room, and I lost time because of it. No, I lost 110 because of cringe comment. That's how cringe it was. I didn't lose 110 because of that. It wasn't going to get it anyway. Fuck. Well, that's a low 111. So that's like, you know, better. Better PB. Where was the time save? God knows it wasn't on the fucking out of bounds. No. I could... This run, most of the time save now is in the out of bounds. If I can get wall skip and like a decent setup, I will save like 40 fucking seconds. I don't know why I saved so much time on Lantern. What the hell? Miscellaneous time. This, yeah, kinda went well. I got like the good fight. Other stuff, good boat. Actually, this run was pretty alright. Outside of like the out of bounds at the start being a giant shitpost. Pretty fine. Adequate gameplay. There's still a lot of minutiae I don't really grasp, I think. Quick compared to real time. It's actually pretty close. That's nice. That puts me within about 20 seconds of the third place time for this category, which is not bad. And I could definitely get 20 seconds if I'd, like, I'm able to get wall skip and a good fucking out of bounds to go with it. Go tell and Rody. Go tell and Rody. I'm gonna check the Exoprimal Twitter real quick. I'm like sitting on the Exoprimal Twitter hoping that they're gonna announce a second open beta test because of the fact that they put up a Twitch campaign for like to stream the game, and I've got that pending. But I don't think the game is actually available. So I think someone fucked up by offering this in the first place, but it's like, now what do I do? Yeah, no, I think I have a problem on my hands here. Stream the preview videos. I honestly think I'm gonna have to do like a comedy bit. Skip 1:14:29. Oh my god, that's probably world record. There's no need to investigate that. There's so many things someone may have fucked up. I think someone definitely fucked up. But it will be the ultimate test, Maxi, to see if anyone's actually checking the VODs for these. Because if you think I won't stream an hour of like a failed login screen, they got another thing coming.